So my worst fears were realized. This actually happened a little bit ago. I wasn't ready to talk about it for a little while, but I think I'm ready to talk to you guys about it now. So my account got terminated on Fiverr. I was deactivated. In one of the scariest moments of my most recent memories, I woke up in the morning, went to check my Fiverr messages like most mornings, and couldn't log into my account. I quickly went to my laptop to try to log in there, and when I did, I was met with a red bar across the top of the screen that said, "Your account is no longer active. We are sending you an email to let you know what happened." This sent me for a loop. I immediately, stomach drops, heart is racing. I looked in my email inbox, there's nothing there. And it was a terrifying moment. I just couldn't stop thinking about what happened. My first fear was that I'd somehow inadvertently broken terms of service, or they at least thought that I'd broken terms of service. And it's something that I'm really, really careful about. As you know, with this channel, I never show anybody stuff that I'm working on because, and that's something other people do, but I feel like it's just not worth risking anything like that. And there's lots of other things like that where I'm very careful because I don't want to break TOS. But for whatever reason, my account was deactivated, and my only recourse was reach out to customer service right away. Turns out, if your account is deactivated, it's a little bit harder to do that because you can't go straight through your account. You have to just email them from your personal email. So that's what I did. I got in touch with somebody, and immediately they said, "You deactivated your account this morning. No worries, we'll get you back up and running." And although that was good news, like, okay, nothing is wrong, everything is fine, got into my account and immediately went into, okay, what the heck happened? Because I didn't deactivate my account. And right away, I noticed a big problem. I had about $2,000 sitting in my Fiverr account that I was about to pull for a payday. I don't like to grab it every once in a while. I like to let it build up a little bit before I grab it, and maybe I'm opening myself up to another attack by saying that, but it's true. But that money was gone, and my first thought again was, well, maybe it's just going to take a minute before it comes back into the account. Maybe it got moved when the account was closed. But then I noticed my last messages in my inbox were from me, reaching out to another seller saying, "Hey, I really want to buy your services." And they were like, "Sure, here's a $1,000 order, here's a $1,000 order, and so all of a sudden I'm buying all these orders. And what I'm receiving in return were a JPEG of an image of a man. So I bought the most expensive image of a man ever, about $2,000 worth. So that was like, oh crap, that's really bad. So now I'm reaching back out to customer service, letting them know exactly what it was that I'd found out, which accounts were involved, all of the order numbers. From there, they were able to find out which accounts they were that were implicated and started removing those accounts and fixing everything. But the thing that I want to impart on you is that I did actually find the reason and the exact phishing message that I fell for, and I want you to not fall for the same thing. So on Fiverr, we receive lots of inboxes from lots of people all around the world. I deal with people, I've had orders with people in over 200 countries now. And in those different countries, people use all sorts of different things on the internet. The internet looks different depending on where you are in the world. And some people use different file sharing programs, drives. Here, I mostly use Google Drive. Maybe some people use Microsoft. But Google Drive seems to be the go-to. And on Fiverr, you may want to stick with that because what happened was they sent me a message saying, "Hey, I've got a script. We've got a budget for $1,000 for this project." Of course, I instantly, seeing the dollar signs, like literally I'm a cartoon with dollar signs in my eyes, I go running, click on the link, and immediately go to look at the script. It's only 100 words. I'm like, oh my gosh, payday, let's go. Go back over, send them an offer, decide not to charge them that much because honestly, I couldn't make sense of charging them all that much for only 100 words. Turns out the link that I clicked probably put some kind of malware on my computer where they did a backdoor. I'm not sure, but it looks like it was a gain of access attack where they took over my system and were able to basically be me and be logged into my Fiverr, and they knew exactly what they were doing, clearing out all the money from my account and then deactivating it. So here are the things that I learned from this situation. Number one, do not click on any shady links, any links that you don't know exactly where they're going to very reputable sites, or even better, just get them to actually upload their files to the Fiverr system, because it's checking the viruses right there, and then you can open it up there. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to upload their file there. If they're unable to, you may just need to go out without that business. It sucks, but it's just what's safe. You need to do what's safe for you. Number two, you could also use a virtual machine or a secondary system to do some of these things, like if you have a laptop or if you can run a VM inside of your desktop. These are options that I haven't quite done yet, but it's something that you could think about doing if it's really important to you. And the other thing that I gleaned from this is that Fiverr customer support was really good. I've heard lots of things on both sides. For me, they were attentive, they were quick. Within an hour, I was back in my account. Within the day, I had my money back. They were awesome. I think there's a lot of checks and balances in place to make sure that things work out. The money does move into escrow and takes a while to be moved to these other accounts. So if something goes bad, as long as you're on it quickly, you can save yourself. This did take place on a holiday, which I don't think was by accident. I think they were hoping that I was on vacation or something like that, or taking a few days off. Luckily, I don't really take days off, so I was right there ready to intercept. But these are the reasons why we need to be attentive and keep an eye on what we're clicking on, what we're doing, and protecting ourselves on the internet, especially when it's our livelihood on the line. So with that all being said, have things gone back to normal? This was probably about 2-3 weeks now since it's happened, and things are slowly getting back to normal, but it is really, really slow compared to usual. It's really hard to know if that's because my account was offline, now it's back, and the algorithm needs to hook back up with me. I think that's kind of what's going on. Or if everything is just kind of slow right now for everybody. I've heard a little bit of sentiment of that as well on the web. It could be a combination of both. These black boxes are hard to kind of understand sometimes. So you have to just kind of do what you can to get back up in its good graces and get your business running again. So I hope that this information is helpful to you. This was a big, big, scary thing. But even these big, scary things, we can get through them. We can persevere and get our businesses back on track. But that's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, subscribe and like and do all the things to get more information about your voiceover business. I'm James for Graybeard Voiceover, and we'll see you next time.